Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lights. Say, little lights, you're delicious and bright. Yes, they are, aren't they? Now then, my little lovelies, so it's around 20 to 12 in the morning in our old England, okay? It is rather chilly today, and it's also very grey today, okay, my delicious little babies. So there is no surprise. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Now then, so that's the weather forecast, but it may differ in other parts of old England, and I hope that they have got far better weather where they are than what we are experiencing here in Brummyland in old England, my delicious babies. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're all having a super duper and beautiful day, and that the weather is super duper wonderful and delicious, okay? So I'm going to make a start, yes. So, yeah, I want to begin by saying that, right, I wish that, like, more uploaders would get our lovely, and with anybody not in that way, get our lovely Whitney Webb, okay? She's absolutely banging. She's brilliant, she's, okay? And, of course, she happens to have her eyes and ears wide open. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? I personally, I'm going to repeat it again, I personally do not trust the bricks, okay, my delicious little babies? No, I do not, okay? The way I'm seeing it is, it's one big game and we're not in it, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? But they're wanting to, there we are, to trick, there we are, the world, okay, my delicious little babies? There we are, this is what the crack is, what's going on here. So I do not trust it one bit, my delicious little babies, okay? They say one thing now and then it turns into some, there we are, to something else, okay? And I know that I've just got that, okay? Went all across my shoulders. So no, I don't trust it. And then apparently, oh, they're not letting any more countries in at the moment now. Okay, my delicious little babies. So yes, I just wish that, like I say, but I am subscribed to some, not a lot, my delicious little babies. Some on BitChute, you know, some on YouTube, and some elsewhere. Okay, my delicious little babies. Well, I'd probably say two elsewhere. Okay, my delicious little babies. But no, I'm not falling for this shot. Not at all. Okay, my delicious little babies. When you first hear something, and I'm guilty of it myself, my delicious little babies. When you first hear something, you think, oh yeah, you know, so on the face of it, that's just an old-fashioned saying, my delicious little babies. On the face of it, it sounds all wonderful and delicious. But when you actually look into it, there we are, a lot more deeper. Okay, you realise that it is not so wonderful and delicious. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Now, you only have to take a look at old China, right? I'm not talking about the Chinese, God bless, okay? Although there does seem to be an awful lot of brainwashing there, okay? My delicious little babies, I've seen, there we are, enough videos to know this, okay? Well, I mean, there's cameras everywhere, so you cannot, there we are, even blink, as the old-fashioned saying goes, without somebody watching you. Do you see what I mean, okay? And, of course, as we very well know, and you've got, you know, to do with Japan and everything like that, and this is all about flipping robots. We've already covered that anyway, my delicious little babies, okay? I mean, they've been, there we are, doing this long time. Do you know what I mean, okay? And, of course, you know, you've got Russia. And Russia happens to have a lot of, as well as digital, you know, and with China with the social credit system. And then you've got Russia with the little robots watching what everybody, there we are, is doing now. Okay, my delicious little babies? So no, you know, forgive me if I'm not showing any enthusiasm at all, my delicious little babies. It's all one big, there we are, trick. and I do not trust it. Okay, my delicious little babies, and I just really wanted to say that. But for anybody out there, my little beautifuls that you are, because I'm not shouting at you, I'm not at all. It's just that sometimes I really need to get the message across, and sometimes I'm having to talk a lot louder. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. But for anybody out there, if you do not know who Whitney Webb is, you know, Whitney as in Whitney Houston, you know, Webb, so it's Whitney Webb, W-E-B-B. You can either go on DuckDuckGo, you know, 3 words into one, and just type in Whitney Webb. And please take a listen to what that dear woman, there we are, has got to say. Okay, very interesting. Do you see what I mean? Now, of course, she's been on with our lovely, and not in that way, not in that way, our lovely Gareth Ark, okay? Because we've got our lovely David Icke and our lovely Jamie Ark. Do you see what I mean? Okay, and they're up to now on BitChute, God bless, 111,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm super duper happy about it. I'm always happy whenever I advertise somebody. Do you know what I mean? That the numbers go up. It always makes me feel deliciously happy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Gareth has, yeah. But it seems that some uploaders, for whatever reason, do you know what I mean, are rather reluctant to interview this dear woman now. Do you see what I mean? Okay, David Art, God bless him, and his dear little sons. Yeah, you know, there's certain who will not, you know, interview our lovely David and his lovely dear little sons, Jamie and Gareth. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So really, there we are. Before I even say it, there must be a reason, mustn't there, my delicious little babies? Do you say? Could it be that they're done, there we are, telling it as it is, there we are, and telling the damn truth? Do you see what I mean? I'd say that is more the point, my delicious little babies, do you say? Anyway, so let me go on to the first one. So we've got, this now is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? So if you could please and thank you type into the old space bar, we, space, love, space, Africa. Okay, my delicious little babies, so it's We Love Africa. This uploader happens to have 671,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So for some of you, you will know this channel, but for others of you, you may not. Okay, now the video should read, and this video is only 8 minutes and 5 seconds long, so it's not long at all, my delicious little babies. South Africa's BRICS closing speech shocks the world, reveals plans to punish Israel. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? South Africa's BRICS closing speech shocks the world, reveals plans to punish Israel. Now, what this is about, what your man there's talking about, okay, in Africa, he's African, okay, he happens to be talking. What I never liked about that particular little video, you had that putrid Xi Jinping in China, and then you had the putrid Putin, okay? So I'm not saying that your man there, Putin, does not talk common sense. He's probably one of the few who do, okay? However, I don't trust any of them, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So the two of them are talking now amongst themselves, and there's another Chinese man in between them talking. Okay, my delicious little babies, or Chinese or Japanese, one or the other. And they're talking, and your African man there now, he's just carrying on reading off a sheet. Okay, my delicious little babies, and nobody was listening. Do you understand what I mean? It's damn rude. As far as I'm concerned, damn rude. And I've noticed that they throw this word around rather a lot. What's it called? Oh, your excellence, your excellence. What planet are these plebs on? There we are. What planet are they on, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean, okay? Like I said, you see, these are not, that they're made to look powerful, shall we say. And I say it about in our old England and all over the world with the governments. They're little men, little women, there we are, in little suits. Nothing more. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, where they all wanted, there we are, to steer us. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Well, I happen to love me ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Do you see what I mean? Okay, not love it as in I need to just rewind and start again. What I mean is, okay, yes, from time to time, we all need to use our old plastic, okay, because we do, you know, or if you order something online or something like that. So from time to time, yes, but I prefer, there we are, what I mean by love is that I prefer to use ka-ching, 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 which is cash, to walk into a shop and pay cash. Do you know what I mean? So I've been done saying it over the months on my videos. Other uploaders, God bless their dear little souls, not in that way, not in that way, have also been done saying. Do you see what I mean, okay? This is certainly not a good idea to get rid of cash or anything, okay? Because that means we're boxed in. You see what I mean, okay? So this is why I said this is, there we are, extremely serious. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, get back to this video now. So yeah, so they weren't really listening towards the end, you know. But something that your man there from Africa also, sorry, stumbling on this part, was talking about was the genocide which is taking place in Gaza. Okay, my delicious little babies. And, well, at the end of this speech, he did not seem to get very many claps. It seems, my delicious little babies, you really need to watch this short video to see, there we are, where I'm coming from here, okay? And also for the fact that I noticed that, you know, ones, put it this way, they seem to worship Israel. Do you see what I mean, okay? Because, of course, they've been trained and brainwashed and made, you know, to follow a country that has proved itself not to be so very nice at all. And who is it? Ronald McDonald, Mr. Trump, in old Born in the USA. He flipping kiss Israel's ass as well, isn't it? So you have to see what's going on, my delicious little babies. I'm not shouting at you, okay? But ones need to really see what's going on here. There we are. Okay? But well worth a little watch of that little video, my little lovelies. Okay? And you'll get me. There we are. You will get me good and proper what I'm saying. Yeah? See here? Need to keep a handle on it. Okay? So, yeah, but that's only a short video, my delicious little babies. Now, the other, because there's 2 more videos to go. The next one, my delicious little babies, this uploader happens to have 151,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies. This is also on YouTube, my delicious little babies. So if you could please and thank you tap into the old space bar, Ivy, you know, as in, well, no, because I spell it different, okay? But I was just about to go, poison ivy. Do you know what I mean? Ivy spelt R-V-R-E. Ivy. So it's not with a Y, it's with an I-E, okay? Then space Anita. A-N-R-T-A. Ivy space Anita, okay? And the video should read, okay? Or you can type this in. It's entirely up to you. Shahid Bolson calls out the West for this. Okay, my delicious baby. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Shahid Bolson calls out the West for this. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, this video is not long. What is it? I think, was it about under 20 minutes long? Okay. Because I actually wrote it out yesterday. Now, your man there is done telling it, there we are, the way it is. Okay, my delicious little babies. So you've got 2 handles now, can you say? Okay, my delicious little babies. And he's banging this man, not in that way, not in that way. He's banging, there we are, with what he's got to say. And he's absolutely right. You know, one's going to, there we are, other countries now, take, there we are, what they damn well want. Okay, my delicious little babies, couldn't give a shout about the country that it's concerning now. Okay, and your man, I mean, for some of you, you may know him, but for others of you, you may not know this man. But I'm telling you, it's well, there we are, well worth a listen to this little video as well, my delicious little babies. And you're probably wondering, well, you know, why am I saying such a lot about Africa? Because the reason why I'm saying such a lot about Africa, sorry, my delicious little babies, is because of the way that they've been damn well treated. Because of others. Like our old England, you know, the putrid. Not, you know, I'm talking about the flipping poxy governments now. And born in the USA, do you know what I mean? They're like, do you remember Pac-Man? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And for the poor African nations, and the way that there we are that they've been treated now, is absolutely putrid and disgusting. And of course, you know, you've had some leaders, God bless them, anybody or, you know, who wanted to put a stop to this, you know what I mean? Well, we've seen what's happened there, haven't we, my delicious little babies? Assassination here and assassination there. Assassination effing everywhere. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So, yes, you know, I don't trust any of it. Do you know what I mean? But the flipping, oh, they're like little spiders, you know what I mean? Make me damn sick, man. So, you know, I happen to, you know, have a high respect. Do you know what I mean? And I know many Africans, God bless them, and they're absolutely beautiful, dear little souls. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes? And I should imagine that they do not like what has been taking place in their country. There we are for decades. Do you see what I mean? Then, of course, you know, you got that other place. Where is it? Where they had, God bless them. Is it in Carolina? In the USA, where, you know, and what's that to do with? Is it lithium? Yeah. So, you know, they cause all of these problems now with the weather and everything like that now. So that they can bloody steal teeth. They're little there we are, little tea leaves. Do you know what I mean? Okay? So I have a very different view on how I see things, my delicious little babies, really I do. And it's like our country, this is a final video, but it's like our country, okay? So, you know, they want to shut down the coal, there was to do with the miners, to do with everything. Do you know what I mean? And this is why we've ended up in the shape that we're in, because who sells to our England? It's bloody China, isn't it, my delicious little babies, do you say? You know, so they take away everything, you know, that we've got in our country, our poxy effing governments, with the help of born in the USA, working together, parallel, do you see what I mean, okay, to flipping wreck it for us. You know, but if you go back decades and decades ago, you had blacksmiths, silversmiths, you know, you had ones who had skills. Look how hard that they worked on the railways, and when you look at how hard they worked with the mining, with everything, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? And they decide to take it all away for other damn countries now. And then, of course, us here, my delicious little babies, not saying this to be nasty or anything, I'm not. I'm just done saying it. This is my view. I'm a woman with a view. I shall have my effing view. And as far as I'm concerned, yes, and then we have to sucker up to China to get things imported. Makes me effing sick, man. You know what I mean? This is why we should all, there we are, stood up for ourselves, not in a, you know, a physical way. I mean, we should have stood up for ourselves long time ago. Put a stop to this effing shit. Do you see what I mean? I mean, I mentioned about WhatsApp months ago, you know, where they were saying, oh, you know, that they'd have to go out of our England. Do you know what I mean? To go somewhere else. I mean, look at that, what's his name? Dyson, you know, the one who makes the vacuums and all the hair stuff. Well, he went to another country, didn't he? I think that was to do with taxes and everything. Anyway, he could just do it cheaper. You know, but none of this should be this way, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? In different countries, they should, if they want to make their own stuff now, be done doing it, then just do it. And we should be able to do the same, my delicious little babies. Do you say? Stumbled again on that. Anyway, I'm just very passionate about what I talk about. It's just the way that we've been stripped in England of flipping everything because of our poxy effing governments. So finally, my delicious little babies, this is on, and thank you so very much for anybody who listens to my videos or puts a like or, you know, finds the information very informative that I give out. Thank you. I love you very much, sir. You know, God bless each and every one of you. But no, just pees me off, man, that the ones who, you know, go out voting for, right, just want to destroy us. And not just in our country, my delicious little babies, but other countries, there we are, been going through it. Big times for many decades, my delicious little babies. Now, this one here, this uploader on BitChute happens to have 818 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So 818 subscribers, okay? So he's only little, but God bless, there we are. But may he prosper. And not in that way, not in that way. And so, search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies. If you could please and thank you type in, should anybody happen to have any form of an interest, the space truth space is space now space report space daily. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, my delicious little babies. The truth is now report daily. That's the uploader, my delicious little babies, okay? And the video should read, oh yeah, I've been hearing about this. This has been doing its rounds. Tim Pool, see whom his friends are corporate vultures feeding off the bones of sorrow. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Tim Pool, see whom his friends are, corporate vultures feeding off the bones of sorrow. Yes, my delicious little babies, and now I'm going to close my book, yes. So what has happened here, for some of you, you will know who this is, but for others of you, my little beautifuls, you will not know who this is, okay? And this is a Tim Pool. Now, me personally, oh, my book nearly fell off then. Me personally, oh, what's happened to me lights? Sorry, my delicious little babies. I switched them off by accident. Well, I've only ever, probably in all these years, probably only ever watched just 2 or 3 to do with Tim Pool. For some reason, okay, it's not a personal thing now, but my spirit never, I cannot explain it, my spirit never took to him, and I cannot explain why, but I know that I know. Do you follow me, my delicious little babies, okay? So as my spirit never took to him, yes, and of course he was plastered over everywhere, and that's YouTube, BitChute, everywhere. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so I'm stumbling on this. Well, what your man in this video, this uploader, what he's talking about is that, well, Tim Pool, it seems, because he's very much a household name in a lot of places, do you say? Well, he's had some form of a breakdown, apparently. Okay, my delicious little babies. Well, I mean, to be honest, you was waiting for it to come. You see, not being nasty, but he's like the mainstream media. Okay, that's how I view him. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and you know, also just his. It's just him, actually. I've got to be honest. I just cannot take to the man at all. Okay. But it seems that, yeah, it seems that his time was coming, wasn't it, my delicious little babies? There we are, and now it's here. Do you see what I mean? Well, what your man in this video is talking about, and this video is just over 20 minutes long, and I had to agree with him, okay, because I did, you know, in fact, it caught my attention, not in that way, not in that way. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to listen to this video, okay? And since BitChutes, it's all changed and everything, right? Well, he came up on my feed. Do you see what I mean, okay? And I thought, no, I'll listen to your man there, hear what he's got to say. Very interesting, actually, my delicious little babies. Do you say? What he's talking about? Yeah, it's just vultures, isn't it? But here's the thing, right? The ones who get paid a lot of ka-ching, 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 okay, an awful, there we are, lot of ka-ching, okay? Well, sometimes they push, shall we say, shat, my delicious, there we are, little babies, okay? And of course, highly exaggerates, there we are, in other things. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So what do we call that then? It's called greed, isn't it, my delicious little babies, okay? So it's just like her domino. See, I'm stumbling again on this, but I'm not changing my video. It's like a domino, isn't it? So it can stay up for so long, but you knock it, there we are, boom, and it falls down. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little baby? So that's what your man there was talking about. Timple, well, I've got to be honest. I mean, for his fans, you know, they're probably most upset about it. But for me, it doesn't really do anything for me. Do you know what I mean? I've seen it do its rounds, and I just thought there are plenty of normal, our definition of normal, my delicious little babies, normal folk like you and I in the world who are equally, for one reason or another, having breakdowns, some who lost their businesses. Let's not forget the old pandemic back in 2020, my delicious little babies. You've got others who are suffering terrible depression, but they do not get a spot on the mainstream box in the corner of the room or the alternative. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? So there's others who are going through, there we are, awful times, my delicious little babies, you say. So that's why I do not feel sorry one bit, no. I feel sorry for normal folk like you and I, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean, who are having to go through all of this effing shit in all of our different countries, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? There's far more important things now than Tim Pool having a breakdown, my delicious little babies, and that's not me being a bitch. You know, there are millions of others who are suffering, but like I said, they don't get a look in. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And that's what I'm done saying. But your man there was talking about all different things now. And he was also talking about Pretty Woman, the film Pretty Woman. Now, what was really interesting, what he said, I said months and months and months, it's got to be about a year and a half ago now, on one of my videos. And I said, I've just got Pretty Woman. That's what I said. It just came out the blue. Pretty Woman. And then I got Sleeping with the Enemy. And both of those films were Julia Roberts was in them. Okay, my delicious little babies. But if you look at it, and what was really strange is the way that your man here on this video, where he said there's a film called Pretty Woman. Okay, and let me just explain what I mean. Okay. So, to myself, this gelled with my noddle. Do you see what I mean? I thought, well, you know, because that just come out the blue. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, okay? And really, if you look at it, that's what's happening now, isn't it, with Tim Pool, you see? You see, if you're done doing what you're doing, he should have just kept doing what he was doing. Do you see what I mean? But then when you start moving yourself somewhere else now, okay, well, not everybody wants to help you for the highest of good. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But what your man was saying here was on this video, this short video, just over 20 minutes, I'll repeat again. What he was saying is that, you know, especially if it's in business. Now, I know all about this. Yes, there we are. Yes, I do. Because, you know, say if you've got families running businesses, do you know what I mean? And he was talking about, you know, where couples, husband and wife, not a lot of marriages, this is just my words, my delicious little babies, well, really can suffer the storm. Do you know what I mean? Okay. And he was talking about, like, say, if you got brothers who are in business, there we are, you know, and everything like that now then. But I was talking months and months and months and months ago again. And I was talking about, because I read up a lot on the Twix brothers, you know, the Twix brothers, okay? And, you know, the chocolate, chocky, okay? Yeah, and I read up a lot on that, on DuckDuckGo, and I mentioned that months and months and months ago. It was just really strange, do you know what I mean? And then when I was listening to the video, yeah, and he was talking about England, you know, that, you know, we haven't got to anything. Well, yes, I totally agree with that, with what our putrid effing government's done. And he was talking about America, where, you know, they're not going to be able to produce either. And again, it's because of their putrid effing governments over there. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So you can see who's wrecking things now, do you see? Anyway, that's the end of my video. So wherever you are in the world, have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, okay, my delicious little babies? Thank you so very much for listening. I am very passionate about what I talk about. Do you understand what I mean? But it's just that I want to see everybody, there we are, in the world, apart from the ones who push nasty things now, like on the box in the corner of the room, or some of the putrid alternative media now then, okay? No, I don't want to see them thrive. Excuse me. No, I do not. But for all of us, there we are. Yes, I do want to see us all thrive and be prosperous, there we are, and be happy, and not keep continuously having the effing interference from our poxy effing governments who just want to destroy us all, my delicious little babies, there we are. Do you see what I mean, okay? That's why I say should just boot every single government out all over, there we are, all over the world. Get rid of them, shove them all on one island, let them eat their own damn selves now. And I'll continue to say that, my delicious little babies, okay? We should be entitled to have a freedom of speech and not be shut up. Do you see what I mean, okay? Because we do not want to be enslaved, okay, and treated terribly from all of our governments. And we're supposed to just shut up and not say nothing about it. No. I will carry on speaking, and there's plenty of others, God bless them, other uploaders, and they will continue, there we are, to speak. God bless them as well, okay? So may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to you all. And whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening, please have a super duper and delicious time. Okay, how I love you so. Thank you so very much for listening. And I wasn't shouting at you, my little babies. I would never do that, okay? So much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.